So, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team Salamangreat here, and today I'm with my boy Reza. Reza, how you doing today, bro?
I'm good, man. I was playing the new version of Salamangreat.
So, this is the best version of Salamangreat?
I think it's really good.
And is there any new cards and new additions that you're playing today into the deck?
Yeah, so I found some old school cards that I thought had some good synergy with the deck, and yeah, you guys will see it.
All right, Reza, do you have anything else you want to say before we start with the video?
Yeah, huge shout out Sam for his limited edition Thick Samurai playmat.
Thanks so much, Reza. I appreciate that, guys. Get your playmat today. Link down below.
That's right.
Only 30 copy made. All right, without further ado, Reza, let's start with the video.
So we had 3 Lady Debug.
Does this card coming back to 3, you know, benefit the deck a lot?
Yeah, so it really helps that you lost Thalio, but then you have access to this, which gives you a lot more gazelles.
Okay, awesome. Okay, and are you scared of this card getting ashed or ogre?
Absolutely.
Okay, and how many times did you get ashed on this card today?
Maybe about 3 times.
3 times? But did you have call by the grave hand to counter it?
Just once.
Okay, just once. Okay, cool. All right, cool. 3 Ladybug, nice.
And then we had 3 Buffalo.
Still playing 3 Buffaloes?
Yeah, you only play about 6 real normal summons. You don't want to overdo your normal summon count, but you also just want to make sure that they're really good.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Situations where you open up with Lady Debug or Buffalo, like what would you rather normal summon?
It really depends on the rest of the cards in your hand. So if you're going to summon this and then it gets stopped, and you pass turn, whereas you have this, but you have any other Thali card plus a revival card, then it works out better. So sometimes it's just better to do the Buffalo.
So regardless, this is like a better follow-up too, right?
Typically, yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome.
3 Foxy. It's really good in new formats. It's really good against trap decks like Altergeist and Guru because you get to start grinding through back rows. And then 2 Spinny.
Only 2 copies, not 3?
Just 2 now. There's no Thalio, so it doesn't provide as much value as it normally does. 2 Jaguar. So I play Pot of Desires. So you just want to make sure that these guys stay at least in your graveyard or deck, just one of them, so you can grind out the long matchups.
Are you scared of strikers at all? With Strike Cannon and stuff?
Absolutely not.
Do you think Striker is still a deck?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, anyways, next card.
1 Falco. Pretty much standard at this point. Helps you make Dweller. And then you get to grind out your trap cards.
How impactful is Dweller's format?
I think it's just anytime Dweller's in the extra deck, it's probably one of the best cards in the extra deck ever.
Quite cool.
1 Foul helps you chain block, gives you the extra level 4 for rank 4 plays, and again, just good versus the back row decks.
Cool.
1 Gazelle,
nice.
Card that won for a reason, and then 1 Mole.
So what does Mole do?
It's basically just a Pot of Avarice. So it's really good for the long games where you can recycle a lot of the cards in your graveyard. Yeah, I wanted 1 extra Cybers, but I wanted it to be a different name than the other ones.
Okay. Alright, cool. Hand traps?
Yeah, 3 Ash.
Is this card still mandatory in your opinion?
I think it's only really good in this deck because you can reuse it.
With Sunlight Wolf?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
3 Phantasme. Pretty much still staple, I think. Obviously doesn't do anything against the Guru deck, but it's pretty good against everything else.
Cool. Alright, let's go up to your spells.
Yeah. 3 Mining. So this card is still just as good as it was before.
So 3 Mining and 3 Ladybug is like standard norm for the deck.
I don't think there's any other way to play the deck. Pretty much that's set in stone.
Okay.
3 Call by the Grave. This card really good going first. Good going second against decks like Orcus. And really good against the decks where the matchups grind out for more than 2 turns. 2 Pot of Desires. Again, I think this card is staple in this deck. Even though you can banish your 1-ofs, it's worth playing with 7 cards in your hand rather than 6.
Cool.
2 Will. This card, you could be playing 3 of it. In fact, that's probably something that I would do in the future, is add a 3rd copy of it. It's really good, especially versus the Biru. 1 Circle, 1 Sanctuary. I played 1 copy of Foolish Burial. It's just an extender basically that gets you to an extra Salamangreat monster. I played 1 copy of Cosmic Cyclone. There's no real reason for it. I don't think I ever drew it game 1, so it didn't really matter.
Would you change this card to any other card, or one?
Yeah,
one is good
that would probably just turn into an Upstart Goblin.
Upstart?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then obviously I played one of each trap card.
Okay.
They're searchable and then reusable, so you don't really need excess copies.
Okay, let's go up to your extra deck real quick.
So the extra deck was pretty standard. I played 2 of this thing.
Oh wow! So is this card like the standard norm now for this deck? You think?
I'm not too sure, but there's no real way of outing big monsters anymore if your opponent just leaves them, say, in defense mode. So you need something to do, especially if you don't have Stalio to bounce. So it's something that I wanted to try out, and it worked out pretty well.
Today? Yeah. It worked out today? Cool.
One copy of Hida, obviously a card's still crazy good. One copy of Phoenix. 2 copies of Heatleo. This is one of the good ways to start grinding through backrow decks, as well as outing big monsters on the board if they're in attack mode. 3 copies of Bailing. With 3 debug, you need to play 3 of this now, because if you open debug, then you go through 2 of these no matter what on turn 1.
Right.
3 copies of Sunlight Wolf, wherever the 3rd copy is. 3 copies of that.
Still standard?
Yeah, you go through 3 of these, more than 3 of these every game.
Question. So, like, with Stalio being gone, like, are you still trying to set up the same board still? So, like, how does it work?
Yeah, so it's a little bit different now. You kind of just want, turn 1, you just want to really get access to most of your Salamangreat cards. So you want to get Gazelle back in hand. You want to get maybe a Spinny in graveyard. Try to get access to Foxy and Jaguar, just anywhere, so that by your next turn you have access to all of them and you can start really playing.
Right.
1 copy of Abyss Dweller, so this card is obviously still just the best card, I think, in the extra deck. You just get infinite turns and it just shuts down most decks. And then lastly was 1 copy of Lion Emperor.
Oh, okay, whoa. So, Reza, what is this, man?
Yeah, so I did a quick dueling book search of other 3s to play.
Wow.
I noticed that most people are playing Dante. It just doesn't really make sense. So this one's actually kind of neat. It lets you... Typically, your turn 1 consists of adding back one level 3 fire, typically Ash or Gazelle. But when you play this and you open Spinny or Gazelle and you get access to the rank 3 play, then you get access to add back 2 of them. So you just get to maximize the amount of cards in your hand for next turn while keeping Spinny in grave.
Can you demonstrate the combo with that real quick?
Yes, okay, for sure. Yeah, so you go debug, add Bailing, that, you overlay that, triggering that. You can send that if you want.
So this is in your field spell, right?
Yeah, that's in play. And you can trigger that back. So depending on the rest of your hand, obviously we're only playing with 1 real card here. So if you have other cards, so say if your opponent Phantasmate on this and you had to discard Ash, then you could add back the Ash off that. Or you could just add back the Gazelle. Or if you had any other, so again, if you had any other extender, maybe like a Foul, then you could turn that into a Wolf, trigger this, and then add this back. So you could feasibly end with adding back 2 cards as opposed to just 1.
Wow, and this is all with the Lion Emperor.
Yeah, so this gives you access to the second add back.
Okay, awesome.
It's hard to kind of demonstrate when you're only playing with the 1 card. So you really need to see what the rest of the cards in your hand are. So if you have a Will, then you can do the same thing. But this is just a quick showcase of what just this 1 card gives you access to, because you still get to keep the thing graveyard, which is important for the follow-up turns.
Okay, awesome. Like you mentioned, you definitely think this is better than Dante for sure.
I think this is the route that the deck's going to take from here on out.
And you're just basically trying to just gather more resources to your hand all the time with this card.
Exactly.
So that every turn, like, you basically have follow-ups.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to maximize the amount of cards you can play with every single turn.
I have a question. So, with the Phantasmate that you have right there, how often did you have to ask your opponent with the Phantasmate? Like, often, right? Because you can always get it back to your hand.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's pretty much best case scenario when you have an Ash in hand and they have a Phantasmate, because you're maximizing the value on turn 1 with all your cards.
Wow. Okay, awesome. So, guys, wow. Reza, this is the new wave.
I think so.
What do you think Salamangreat is this format? Like, what tier?
I think it's pretty up there behind Spiral, maybe.
So, tier 1? Still?
I would think I would consider it tier 1. I don't think there's that many tier 1 decks this format.
Wow, okay, awesome, cool. All right, thank you so much, Reza. Do you have anything else you want to say before we end off this video?
Shout out to Team Samurai.
Thank you so much, Reza. I appreciate that, man.
No worries.
This is your boy Sam from Team Samurai Sam signing out. Make sure you guys get your playmat today. Link down below. All right, guys. Peace.